Okay. Hello, hello. Hello, how we doing? We are back just like that. Okay, look, off rip, I need to apologize. Because I have not yet figured out the solution to an issue that we have run into, which is movie night. This originally stemmed, this idea for Parasocial Club, like a book club. And my idea was we do an anime book club, a book club, and a movie book club. Where we do the thing, and then we come together to talk about the thing. And then somebody in chat, offhand, this is not their fault, but they were just like, they had an idea, which was like, hey, what if we just watch the movie together? And I was like, dude, great idea, let's do it. Turns out, no way to legally do this. There's no way to legally do this. And illegally doing this feels a bit messy. A bit too messy, right? Like, I don't love the idea of illegally doing something and paywalling it to get a bunch of money off of it. Right? Outside the optics, you could imagine the backlash if I'm like, hey guys, we are going to watch a movie that I illegally stream and I'm going to charge you guys to do it. It also just feels a bit messy. And I'm, generally someone who's tried to stray away from that in recent years, right? Like, we react to people who fuck with us, like a Mr. Beast or a Jetlag, and less to, like, random YouTubers. So this feels like a bit of a foil to what we've already done. I can already see the drama channels. Right, you could imagine, right? So anyway, the only thing we could do is public domain movies, or we could do a timer on the screen. You could envision a timer that counts up, and then we watch the movie together, and you just have to find where to stream the movie. Which doesn't seem like horrible, but it doesn't seem like the best content per se. I don't know if I particularly like that. It seems a bit meh to me. Because I think at that point, like, I'm trying to think of a similar product. I think the way The Yard works is better, where it's a decom, and then you can listen to it at your own pace. But a timer live seems a little, like, it's pretty tough, man. You got to sync it up all live together. You got to be here at the right fucking time. I don't know. So I'm not sold on that. So anyway, I just want to make sure at the end of the day we have 4 weekly, or I guess 1 weekly, 1 a week, 4 monthly YouTube exclusive streams that makes it the Parasocial Club. And so we already did our first one, our YouTube channel review, which I think went great. And I think 98% of the people who are Parasocial Club members watched the video, which is actually crazy to me. Basically, every single person watched it. And so I want to make sure whatever else we do, seems worth it, right? Most people are watching it. By the way, speaking of, I hope you guys are fucking reading your books. I hope we are reading the fucking book, baby. All right, I got a page in. I'm not even 1 page in. I'm not even 1 page in, but I'm gonna get there. I'm not worried about me. I'm worried about y'all. All right, I'll get it done. I'll get it done. What book? What do you mean, what book? Okay, quick update. If you guys aren't a part of, or if you just joined the Parasocial Club, the anime club will be next week, February 21st, a Wednesday, and we'll be reviewing season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. All right, February 28th, which is the final Wednesday of this month, we're going to be reviewing Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Is the TLDR of the book. Dude, there's no point in joining a book club if you're going to read the fucking spark notes of the book. Drew, you can read. You're literally writing. Writing is a component of a more difficult component of reading, by the way. All of them are a bit too much for me. Well, that's fine, right? If all you did was get through, because it's 5 books total, if all you did was get through 2 of the books, you could still enjoy, because I'll break it up book by book. So you know what I mean? Like, you'll still get to engage. And I think the first 3 books are the best anyway, regardless. I'll buy it right now. What book is it? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's also on Audible. I think book 1 is read by Stephen Fry. And then books 2 through 5 are read by Martin Freeman. So it's actually a pretty good audiobook in terms of like the quality of readers, you know, because sometimes you get an audiobook, it's kind of shit. So you could do that. So Hitchhiker's Guide, February 28th. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, February 21st. All right? Just lock that down. Pepper, thank you for the 25 months. I have seen the movie version. It would not help you. If you watch the movie and then you come to the book club, you're going to be fucking lost. Because the movie touches on elements of multiple of the books, but it's like really only like kind of from one. It misses a lot. It misses a lot. The movie, and I hate to be this guy, the movie's a lot worse than the book. I hate being that guy. And I fucking love the movie, by the way. Have you finished Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1? I'm on like episode 16. I'm deep. I'll be done. When are you going to do a poll for next month? Last week of this month. So we got some time. I have a physical copy somewhere. Yeah, do the physical, do the audible. Yeah, we're doing the entire series. Is it possible to send you music I made that I think would suit the stream? Yeah, I'll bite. You can do that. Can we do polls for next month next week so we can get ready for it? We'll do it next week will be the last week of the month. Can we do the poll sooner? I mean, I guess we could set up the poll after the anime thing. We could do it then. Are you doing more YouTube reviews? Every month we'll do a YouTube review. Can we do porn review in place of movie review? No. So anyway, this week is a weird week. I guess this month is a weird month. Because again, I don't have a movie for you this month. And I don't know if I'll ever have a movie. But the whole point of the Parasocial Club is it is like a fucking paywalled content that you get every week. And it has some value. So what we're doing this week, which is kind of impromptu, is just an Ask Me Anything I Must Answer Honestly. And I'll just fucking, you can shoot from the hip, ask me anything you want, and I'll just gun through as many as I can for an hour. And the way I'll usually do this, I'm going to fucking peel behind the curtain, because I've done these before. I don't know if you've seen my channel. I've done a few AMAs, I Must Answer Honestly. I poll the questions. Like, not poll them, I take them. I specifically pick them, right? Like, I get a list of, like, the way it works with auto software is I get, like, a list of, like, 10 or 5. I forget exactly how many. And then I'll pick one that makes sense. Either because it's a question that I think is good, or a question that I can actually answer, or a question that I think is funny, you know? And then some like are just not questions, so I don't answer. Here, I'm just going to read from chat. So you'll see every question in the, you know, we have a cozy chat here. So I'm just going to pull from here. And I'm more on the spot here. So you can ask me anything, and I'll see it. Even if it's a dumb question, like, is Brock Purdy the next Tom Brady? Which the answer is no, because Brock Purdy didn't even win the fucking Super Bowl. Who did you vote for? When? Last election? Joe Byron. Will you be going to the World Cup 2026? Probably not. I don't think sporting events like that is fun. It's like too much people. Too much with the people. What happened to the Faudian type game you were going to play a couple of weeks ago? I just got busy. And it didn't seem like the best use of my time versus some other stream ideas. Have you watched Hasbin Hotel? No. Do you drive your K-Truck often? I haven't driven my K-Truck in over a year. Let me actually check. Mogul Mail stolen truck. My truck got stolen 11 months ago. I haven't driven it since it got stolen. Because here's the thing. The guy who stole my truck still has the key to the truck. We did not get the key back. We got the truck back by towing the truck. And the way he stole it in the first place is I put the truck in a gated parking lot. We opened the gate to let Aiden out of the gate. And then we left the gate open because it was like barred shut from a power outage. And I had a spare key inside of the truck. It was like fucking in the I think above the fucking, what do you call that? The visor. It was like pinned up there. So not smart of me, but I didn't expect our gate to be open. I expected it to be closed. So anyway, the guy still has the key, and the guy also showed up to our warehouse last week or 2 weeks ago. The guy who stole my truck showed up, and he looked at like I forget whose vehicle. I think it was somebody's bike, and he said, "I want that. That's gonna be mine." And then he got yelled off by someone. So anyway, I'm scared to bring it to where I work, and that's where I drive, you know? Why are you hiding viewers? It auto does it. There's 1,000 people here, if that is your question. But I also like that it is not the purpose of this stream is the viewership, or the purpose of any member-only stream is a viewership. It is just what I'm doing. You know, so I even if there's a button I can click to show it, I won't do it. Thoughts on Kanye's new album? I liked a couple songs. I listened to it. He removed the song I liked, though. The song I liked was called, like, fuck. It was using the I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. It was that song, Don't Die, right? I tried, it's good Don't Die, but I didn't see that. Removed because he didn't get the sample clear. Damn. That was my favorite song. That was the only song that I listened to that I was like, oh, damn, this song's fire. Why do you still have Christmas decorations? I think they look pretty. That's it. I mean, here's what it looks like without them. I think it's a little dark, and I just like this. So I'd probably throw up string lights if I got rid of them, but I don't mind it. Would you consider a bro versus bro against Foolish? Yeah, I would consider that for sure. You've got an amazing voice. I don't. Can you leak one thing for us? Okay, sure. I've been working on this idea. So I'm doing a show, right? And I'm not going to leak the show for you guys. The show will literally be announced. The show's going to air. I'll say this. The show's going to air next Saturday. Next Saturday. That's fucking soon, man, right? We're talking, right? Like just over a week. 9 days. So I'm going to announce it early next week. Today I filmed the trailer for the show. It's kind of like a game show. Yes. It is my new version of Mogul Money, a monthly show that I'm going to do 6 episodes of. If the episodes go well, I will do a live in-person with an audience version of it. That's the plan. So it's like, it's my new Mogul Money, because I didn't do a Mogul Money show last year. This is my new Mogul Money this year. And we're getting out of it. We're getting it fucking early, baby. February, we already got our first ep. It should be fire. I think it'll be really funny. And I'll leak another thing. Schlatt will be in the show. Now, that's not the leak I'm telling you. Because Schlatt is in town, I had an idea for another stream that I wanted to do. And it is a stream, or excuse me, another video I wanted to do. And it's a video that I wanted to air at Beerio Kart. And here's the video. And before you guffaw at me, listen, hear me out. How bad at, okay, let me rephrase it. Does being drunk make you worse at driving? That's not, no, okay. How much worse, how drunk, I don't know the title yet, but me and Schlatt are going to go drunk driving. All right. Try Guys have done this. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is a few years old if you guys watch Try Guys, but they did a video where they went to a closed track and it was them driving drunk, high, sleep deprived, and sober to see which one's worse. Right? And so me and Schlatt have both done drunk driving simulator streams. I thought it'd be fun to do it. Here's the angle, right? Because you can't just fucking do a video where you get drunk and go driving on a track and then you post that. It's fucking crazy. And it's a little fucked because drunk driving is like an actual, insane problem that murders several thousand people every year. And so even if you do it in a controlled environment, it can send a bad message, right? So here's my idea is how much worse do you get at driving drunk? And the way I'm trying to do it is by it's going to be me, Schlatt, and Michael Reeves. And that my idea was we each drink a beer and then we do a course. We do it sober. And then we each drink a beer. We do a driving course and we see how much worse we get throughout the course of the video. And we'll all have different, blood alcohol content levels. But I want to run through each country's allowance of how drunk you can be. Because drunk is a subjective term, right? There are some countries, many countries, where a 0.00 is the max drunk you can be. And then there's other countries where it's 0.02, 0.05, 0.08. I think Germany's the highest with 0.1. And then even after that, there's other things. 0.16, it's considered a fucking felony. You instantly lose your license. And so basically that's the idea. Is get progressively more drunk, do the course, see how much worse we get. And so that's one of the videos we're working on. When's the bro versus Linus Tech Tips? It was like last week of March. I just emailed about this yesterday. Something like, I think it's last week of March, something like that. Does the new show feature pre-recorded segments? Deckles, you're asking questions very close. Yeah. How expensive is it to run an event? It depends, but I basically reveal how much every event's costed after the event. I don't. If you ask me an event, I can answer more specifically. How much money did you make on your new YouTube contract? I actually cannot say the exact number, but it was much less than my previous contract, with also much less hours required to stream. I also can't tell you the amount of hours, even though we're in a fucking private Ask Me Anything. I must answer honestly. It's much less hours. I'll say around like half the amount of hours, and then also non-exclusive for events for about a quarter of the money. I think that's an answer. How are you doing currently? I'm good. I'm busy. And when I'm busy, I'm doing good. Good night, Jill. What are your thoughts on a bowling event similar to the dodgeball one? I think sports is cool, but I think bowling is, it's not big enough by itself. But I've thought of an event that I want to do that involves more sporting events. Is there any chance YouTube renews your contract next year? Literally no chance. In fact, in my interview with Neil Mohan that comes out tomorrow, he said it himself. I asked him directly. I literally told Neil, I said, Neil, do you know how much YouTube paid me? And he said, I don't exactly remember the number. And then I said the number out loud. And then I said, would you pay me that again? Or give a big, I don't know exactly how I phrase it. And then he said, and then he explained why he gave out big contracts. And then said we probably wouldn't do it again. When will it air? It depends. When the edit's done is the answer, which is a bit of a boring answer, but it should be tomorrow. How do you feel about the Super Bowl? Oh, how, like the one that just happened? It was tight. It was a good watch. Did y'all choose an artist for emotes? Yeah, I think we already have some emotes, some animated emotes that Tim asked me to show on stream a couple times, and I forgot, actually, till just now. Like this. And I think it's animated too. It does like a little flappy thing. It's kind of cute. Who's in your dream blunt rotation? It's me. It's Obama. It's LeBron James. And it's Germa. Would you do a paintball tournament? I've never seen paintball footage that looks really good on camera. Seems more fun to do than to watch. Most time I've watched it, it's kind of boring. Have you ever heard of curling? Of course, man. I love curling as like the Winter Olympic sports. What do you think of the yellow song on my channel? Is this a question phrased as a self-promo, Spencer Wilford? Spencer Wilford, call me crazy, but I think this might just be a self-promo question more so than an actual I'm baiting. Well, I did it, right? The song you want playing when you walk into a room but is awkward when random music starts playing. Spencer, it feels a little rushed at times, but I like that you're swagging out and making stuff and posting it. Would you believe that I am shorter than Ludwig and I am a dwarf? Yeah. Do you like my car? There are pictures in the car chat in the Discord. You guys are sending me on like little field trips. I didn't even know there was a car section on the Discord. Vroom vroom cars. I'm going to scroll all the way down. Is it this one? I have it open right now if you post it, but I don't see it. What do you think of Gary Potato? I don't know. That's your name. I think Gary Potato is cool, I guess. Why don't you use the Discord? I use it somewhat early on, but what I've realized is if I enter a conversation, people immediately want my attention, and any conversation that previously existed derails into let me get attention from Ludwig time, which I think is like a little silly because like I don't care for that. Like that doesn't make my day better, and then it also doesn't make the people who are in the Discord's day better. And then I also think like there's a lot of creators who I think blur the lines of their relationships with their viewers, and I think Discord's like the number one place where that starts. And I like, I like clocking in, baby. Discord is all business. When I open my Discord, it is other streamers and shit that I'm trying to like collab with, work with. That's where I go to work, man. Not just, I don't fucking shoot the shit. And I also just hate texting. Who is your least favorite guest on the yard? I don't have one off top. That's like my least favorite. No, I don't know if I have like a, this is like a, I don't have like a mean answer for you or like a, I think I've liked most people in the yard. I think it was the one we did in UK I think was the hardest. Cuz I think I'm blanking on his name right now. Asa Butterfield is a really cool guy. But I think we were like less able to flow the conversation naturally. Maybe because like we're in different sectors, or he does like a lot of media and media trained or whatever. But are you taking care of your health? I feel like you've done a lot lately. I am worried you'll overheat. No, I'm chilling. Nah, man, I'm good. I'll run. I get my 8 hours of sleep in most of the time. I'm good. You know what has fucking unlocked hours of time for me is I stopped playing Valorant. And the reason I stopped is because Lily went to Korea for 2 weeks. And she was sick for the 2 weeks before that. Lily leaving has been amazing for my free time. Because the only time I would ever play is when Lily would hit me up to play. And now that she hasn't hit me up, I just haven't solo queued. Except for the one day I did with Stans. And that's been great. When will Yard D&D come out? April is the day that Nick told me. Would you ever do another stream like the Top Gun streams? They were cool. They were sponsored, though, What are you reading? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, man. As a Hitchhiker fan myself, how are you genuinely expecting everyone to read all 5 books in a month? 800 pages. I mean, it was initially launched. I mean, they get 28 days. It's a lot. I don't think it's like insane, though, is it? I'm going to fucking read it. I mean, maybe we just cut out book 5. Is that easier if I just cut out book 5? It's not 5 books. It is weird to phrase that it's 5. I mean, it's 5 different books, but you always read it. It's always collected in one anthology. It's not, you can never buy like one of the books. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe you can, but you almost never see that. It's very rare. It's almost always collected all together. But maybe we can just cut out book 5. That's not crazy to do. It's 30 pages a day. I didn't do the math, but I trust that math, and that doesn't seem that bad. It's like half an hour a day. Or you just do an audiobook. It's like, 30 minutes a day. Cut out 4 and 5. Will I lose my 12-month badge if I have to cancel my membership on app to get it cheaper on the web? No. No, I believe it's the accumulation, not the streak. What's your earliest memory? Dude, I don't know. It's getting later and later. You know what's a fun thing to ask a child is what their earliest memory is. Because it's kind of crazy. When I hang out with Cutie's family, I always do that. I always ask them, I'm like, bro, what's your earliest memory? And they're like 7. And they'll be like, yeah, I remember when I was 2 and I ate strawberries. I'm like, that's lit. I don't. I think my earliest memory is probably kindergarten, though. Did you hear about Too Mad? I did. I mean, impossible to not hear about it, first off. But I did hear about it. I did hear about Too Mad. I fucking hate it, though. I'll be real. The people who are, like, farming impressions off of Too Mad's death is so weird to me. It seems so inhuman and so, don't let me mince my words. He was a piece of shit, specifically in the latter years of his life, and did a lot of fuck shit, But I still think the way that people talk about like death with zero empathy to like a 23-year-old dying is crazy to me. And I like to believe that people can be better people, and I like to believe that human life is valuable to a certain degree. And there are definitely heinous acts, which, maybe would make you think, okay, well, maybe this person doesn't fucking deserve a second chance because they've proven time and time again that they're fucking, piece of shit, whatever. But like, I don't think this is that cut and dry where it's like, yeah, his whole life was actually worthless. We should throw him away and fucking talk about him like a piece of shit and never talk about him again. It's just fucked to me. We can't imagine in 50 years any universe where he could have become a good person that was valuable to those around him. That's sad to think. So anyway, it's the first time I've thought about just deleting Twitter outright. Like, I don't want to say anything about it. I'm not trying to fucking grandstand and like make a fucking mogul mail and fucking, tweet and be like, this is so crazy. But it has literally made me think like, man, I should just fucking delete Twitter because everyone is just so unempathetic and like such ghoulish is a good word. They're so ghoulish about like life. And to be that young and that desensitized to life itself is like, damn, that fucks me up. How often do you smoke weed? Maybe on weekends. A lot less now. I got some phases where it was more regular, but maybe once or twice a week. But like, it's been a couple of weeks. State of you and Big A. I hang out with Big A offline. We go climbing sometimes. We message each other sometimes. And we did a couple things on stream, but like very, very, very minor. Did you quit cigarettes? I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 2 months and change. Any chance of bringing back Bros vs. Bros? Nah, I don't think so. Because I wouldn't bring it back without Big A. I wouldn't like fucking replace him because I think that'd be cringe. And then I also think like almost any time I interact with Big A, there's like a wave of shit he'll get from it and I'll get from it, and it'll resurface everything. So I don't think there's any way to do it that doesn't just fucking inflame everything. So all I've been trying to do is be good to my friend, treat him normally, and hope that fucking that's enough without trying to like put a spotlight to anything. Will anime watching be on stream or just talking about the anime? We're just talking about it. You have to watch the anime, and we are reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. I just had a really... Because there's a lot I have to say about it already. Let me take a look at it. Because I believe I posted that, right? I believe I explained that. But maybe I should be more clear with the community post. I should make a community post update. Why not both seasons? Well, because shit, bro. I only started watching Season 1 this month. I just didn't... We'll do maybe another day. We can do it another month. But I'm just getting through Season 1. I believe it's good, but like, it's just a time thing. It's just 48 episodes versus 24. Did you get the idea of a book club from Leve? Dude, I didn't even know she did one, but someone linked it to me. I thought that was insane. Clarify the amount of books we need to read. Okay. My idea was I was going to read all 5. But I'm going to break up how I talk about it book by book. So I will read all 5 because there are people who are going to read all 5. If you only want to join the discussion for the first 3, 1, 4, that's fine. It doesn't matter, right? Ultimately, if I break up the conversation book by book, then you leave when you stopped reading. But it makes no sense to me to say, hey, we're going to do 1 book less if people are down to read all 5, Phone battery percentage right now? Fuck. Okay. 60. Wait, this isn't homework? Look, man, at a certain age, you realize reading a book isn't homework. It is what forms who you are to some degree. No different than watching a movie or an anime or a stream. Share your favorite song right now. Okay, I got you. Favorite song right now? Unrequited Solomon. Will we be continuing Yakuza? I think so. I think because Baldur's Gate 3 is dead, Yakuza can live. Who do you want the Patriots to draft? I'm not nearly smart enough to know that shit. Give me some live streaming tips. Gary Potato, I made a fucking 45-minute video that's as in-depth as I'll ever be able to get with a PowerPoint. I made a PowerPoint, dude. But I don't have anything else. There's not like a secret tip that I can tell you in this moment. You just have to actually look at that or do work outside of it. When's the last time you bought a Lego set for yourself? I bought one for a shoot that I did last week. Does that count? I didn't personally buy it. It was for me, but it was for a shoot. Do you think creating multiple YouTube channels for specific niches is better than one channel that covers all those things, even if they're very different from each other? You'd have to tell me exactly what you're talking about, Bunches. But, like, possibly. But it depends. What's your favorite Tatsuro Yamashita album? Magic Waves, I think is the album name, no? When should I quit my job to do YouTube full time? When you feel comfortable. When I would say when you've had some success on YouTube and then you comfortably can live for at least, I mean, if you're playing it safe, a year, you know, off of savings in the revenue expectation to give yourself a good. Basically, think of it like a business. The way a business operates, most businesses, when they start, are losing money. Like, by most, I mean like 99%, right? They lose money at the start. But what they do is they build up enough money, or they pull from savings funds, or they don't pay themselves out, where they have a runway of how long they get to keep doing the thing until they start, or, you know, until they're able to make money. And runway length can vary. And it can vary off your risk taking. I gave myself, I wanted $10,000 in my bank account, which was like 6 months of runway. I can live off $10,000 for 6 months, or I could. Do you regret majoring in English? No, I'm pretty happy with it because it was my second major. I think journalism was a good degree. Would you ever do a Smosh-style hide-and-seek at the office? That doesn't particularly appeal to me. What is your viewer diversity? I don't think YouTube tells you that. I don't think YouTube knows. And I don't usually, I've polled before, but I don't like, it's not something I specifically like seek out, like the info. But I don't know. But there's not a YouTube page. It's like, you got fucking 20% black people and there's 17% Asian dudes and then fucking 40% white dudes. Like, it doesn't tell me that. I'm not Josie. How long far do you run? Dude, you know what I've thought recently? You know what I thought? I don't even know if I can do this marathon. I got new shoes because my old shoes were beat to shit. And they gave me insane foot cramps. And the first time in my life, I got shin splints after doing the skateboarding kickflip stream. I never got shin splints before, but then I got shin splints. I never got shin splints before. Those things fucking hurt. And I would run a mile and my shins would start throbbing. I was like, a mile and I got shin splints. That's crazy. So, and I think basketball's not helping me either. But I ran through it and it felt a lot better. I did 4.5 miles 2 days ago, and then I'm gonna run probably tomorrow. Or maybe Saturday before the Stream Awards. I'm gonna try to do like 6 miles, 7 miles. Push the marathon back. Yeah, I'll just tell LA County. Would you interview Bros vs. Pros on Aatrox and Stanza's stream? Well, I think Bros vs. Pros at its core also moved on from being a stream thing to an IRL thing, so I don't know if that makes sense. What happened with the past drama that you got involved in with the streamer that you popped in stream with? Oh, that dude? Look, I didn't fucking talk about this on stream because I didn't care to put more smoke on it, but it was basically a guy. I'll give you the synopsis rather than pulling him up. But there was a guy. There was a story that Jacob Wolf made that was about how this company called Soft Giving was taking money from streamers, viewers who donated to their charity streams and using it to pay the streamers themselves. And they were alleged at times to take up to 42% of donations to pay streamers. And this was not disclosed to the viewers, and they did it through this service called Gavinga, yada, yada, yada. So Jacob Wolf wrote this whole story. A guy made a video called I Uncovered Live Streaming's Biggest Charity Scam. I Uncovered. And in it went through the article. And then Jacob Wolf gave that video a copyright strike. And then went on Twitter and said, yeah, this guy fucking stole my video. But, you know, I striked him because fuck him. He's a MAGA head or whatever. And then the guy, because he got a strike, started fuming and went live to talk about it with his buddy. And then was like, hey, it's cringe that he's doing this just because he thinks I'm MAGA. I'm not even MAGA, whatever. And then I saw it. I didn't watch a video, which is my fault. This is where I fucked up. I didn't watch a video. But I entered. And when I entered, because I was watching the stream for a bit, he was saying, his buddy was saying, dude, he shouldn't even fucking be mad at you. You were giving him promo. And, which is like a bad argument. It is just objectively a bad argument to say, like, hey, you're getting free promo from me covering the article. Especially because he did not initially link the article. So then I said, hey, guys, this doesn't really make sense to argue that you're getting promo, especially if you didn't link it. And then I added on something, which was like, let's have some real arguments here. Then his buddy called Jacob Wolf the F-slur. And so then I typed disappointed, and I closed out. Those are my two messages. He took those two messages and made a video on his channel called A Big YouTuber Attacked Me. And I was like, fucking jeez. You know, the video got a bit of traction, and there was like fucking 30K people who watched it or some shit. But I was like, that's not what happened. I wrote disappointed. I mean, if that's an attack, I'm sorry. I didn't. And so then I reach out privately and I just hash it out. Because I was like, first off, I don't want beef with nobody. This is not what happened. A lot of people thought for whatever reason I struck the guy, which is like, what? How? And so then I just fucking chopped it up, moved on. You're too forgiving? No, it's not a forgiving thing. It's more like the longer I've been in here, the more I realize my life is worse if I am not on good terms with people. Being on bad terms with people makes my life worse, right? And to a fucking degree, it's okay to be on bad terms with certain people if they're huge pieces of shit. If they're like an actual Nazi or something, that's fine. You know, they'll go out of my way to pick a fight. But I don't think this guy's a fucking actual Nazi. His friend kind of fucking sucks. He did say one funny thing. I shouldn't leak, actually, because it's a private message. But anyway, at the end of the day, I don't think this guy's like a fucking... I don't mind hashing it out with him. Are you going to do the Stream Olympics idea you had? Trashman, I'd like to. Thoughts on Mohan versus Wojcicki? You really struggled to spell that, but I knew what you were saying. Like, who as CEO? It's more the same. So I don't think they're too different from each other. And I think generally YouTube has done well over the past 10 years. Did you like the Valentine's card on the subreddit? I did like it. Yeah, I did like it. What's your favorite movie from last year? Fuck. Past Lives, probably? Someone asked when the last time I cried is. I cried at Past Lives. I don't know if that's the last time, but I remember doing it. Any plans to play FNAF? Maybe. Maybe I just found that I have a Valve Index. I didn't know I had one, which is embarrassing to admit. But maybe I can use that and play the VR one. No, in a fight. Oh, Neil Mohan versus Susan in a fight. Neil's got a bad back, so I might take Susan. I didn't see Ironclaw yet. What countries do you want to travel to? I want to go back to France this year. I want to go back to Japan this year. That's about it. How much longer do you think you'll be? Do you think you'll stream before you retire? I got at least 2.5 to 5 years in me. 1 billion lions versus 1,000 Pokemon. Who wins? Shut the fuck up, Kyle. God, we're not doing that right now. We're not here. Not here. How many parasocial members are there? I don't know. YouTube doesn't have the best stats on that. So basically every parasocial member that I got today, I won't know about for 2 days. Similar to ad revenue. Like they don't tell you your ad revenue for a couple days. So it makes it a little harder to know in real time. But I can look up from before today, and there was 3,300. So that I know. That I know I can say. Beep, 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 beep. How many glizzies do you think you can take? Quite a few. When's the trip with Michael? It should be spring. Have you ever done hallucinogens? I did mushrooms on the yard. I don't know if that counts. How long will the stream last? Probably another 20, 30. I'm a bit hungry. Do you plan to stream the motorbike ride in Japan? No, definitely not. I feel like biking across Japan by itself is already a very difficult task. And then the idea of like thinking about or needing to or wanting to entertain chat while doing it seems like a bad mixture. An update to sub badges is coming. Tim's on it. Tim's on the case. Did you back out of Rocket League esports team? No. No, I got moist. Don't entertain chat, but just ride and still do it. Well, then it would just be better to film it and have a more natural. I don't think there's a way for me to live stream it and not think about chat, right? You're divorcing the ideas that are intrinsically married. Who's your favorite live streamer? Ooh, I don't know. I think right now I watch a lot of Tarek. I've been watching a good amount of Liam. I've been watching Mango. I've been watching Foosley. When they don't do GTA RP, I don't watch that shit. Smallland I've been watching. There's a few. Favorite underrated YouTuber? Oh, yeah, I watch NL. But usually sometimes in the morning I can't. Favorite underrated YouTuber? Maybe it's recency bias, but I think Aliens Rock is underrated. He's probably a YouTuber who should be at 1 million subscribers. And I say recency bias because I've been watching him recently. I don't know if another one off top. I think Studson Studio also. I think Studson Studio is one of the better YouTubers out there. And I watch basically every video he uploads. He's also a pretty big channel. But I think he probably deserves to be bigger. Thoughts on scary new video AI model? I think it'll be used by a lot of people in the film industry on like a shot to like make a shot list or like get a visual of what a shot will look like. That's probably who it'll be most valuable for. And probably just a little bit of misinformation. Can you give me an opinion on a song I'm working on? Yeah, I could. Biggest lesson you've learned from running a company? Biggest lesson I've learned is that you have to fucking keep running the company. Which is maybe sounds dumb, but I didn't actually realize it. Slime told me this, by the way, actually. But I hired somebody full time because I was like, oh, I need a full time employee for whatever it was. So I was like, you understand hiring somebody full time is a big deal. Like you are their job now, and they need their job. And so scaling up comes at, it comes with Neil actually fucking answered this too. He was like, you get the privilege of having to be responsible for, in his case, thousands of people, and in my case, dozens, which can be daunting. What's your favorite game right now? Ooh, favorite game, Baldur's Gate probably. Would you ever do a viewer challenge like a mashing game that's not Nintendo? I've done that before. It's on my channel. I did it at Genesis actually 2 years ago. Can an introvert shy person do content creation? Of course. There's many creators who are shy and introverted. A bunch. Did you actually like the puzzle game on Tuesday? Yeah. I think it was actually fun. I watched Aliens Rock play it today for like an hour. I prefer watching it than playing it, I'll say. Saikuno lol. So no, Saikuno's actually really, I don't know if he's actually really extroverted. I mean, like, maybe superficially, but like he'll talk to anybody. Like, you could put him in a room with any person. I was thinking of Lily Pichu. Awkward as hell. Cringe, some would say. But content creator. Thoughts on the Optic lawsuit? I saw it right before I went live. It looked cool. Like, I just like when people sue big companies. I think it's cool, but we'll see how it goes. It seems like it won't work, but who am I to say? I don't know. I haven't looked into it enough. Who would you want to bring on the yard as a guest? If I could pick anyone, Obama. Number 2, if it's someone that's realistic, Matt Pat, which I'm trying to make happen. Linus Tech Tips. Germa would be cool. Are you going to watch VCT finals? You mean like the Challengers finals? I was watching a bit of it. I need to figure out who the teams are. Because I don't know them more to understand the storylines. You seem to prefer big events. Do you think you will do more collab stuff like Fireball Friday, dubbing in the Holist now that you have Parasocial Club? Well, I do that a lot, right? And like, so they don't have to be huge events. Like Beerio Kart's not going to be huge. It's not going to be the most pricey event, but like it will be a collab event. And then I have the new show, and then we did like the 5v5 draft crew battle, so it comes up, man. How'd you first talk to Mr. Beast? Dude, I don't remember. That's a good, I don't know. Didn't he just come and chat one day? I forget. Oh, chess. Yeah, it was probably chess. Yeah, it was PogChamps. I think it was PogChamps chess. Yeah, that was it. Would you do IRL D&D with dubbing in the Holist characters? Probably not. What would it take for you to watch an art streamer? I don't know. I don't think I naturally would watch an art streamer. If they had a shit ton of viewers, I would be curious and I'd check it out. Like if an art streamer had like 30K viewers, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? But I don't know if I'm naturally that into art. Do you think you've lost your gamer touch? No. I'm probably the best at video games I've ever been. But I'm also, that's all around. I'm individually not good at any video game. I'm not capping, dude. I'm nasty at most video games. Dude, most times when I start a new video game, I'm like one of the better people to play the video game. Just fact. And this has not usually been the case with me. Usually I'm like fucking Aatrox where I'm dog shit when I start and then I grind and I get good at it. But it's changed where now I kind of just touch it and I'm like kind of nasty, But I don't improve as much. Yeah, I get to fucking gold level fast and then I hit my ceiling and then I don't push past it. Do you like working out? Yeah, I like the feeling of being sore. Think of the $5, Goopy. Would you ever be on Good Mythical Morning? Yeah, I would do that. And do you think I should quit my job to make balloons parodies? I don't know about the second thing. The first thing I was all about. The second thing kind of threw me off a little bit. I looked up Goopy. Nobody knew who you were. You didn't come up. It's concerning me. In an interview with Dr. K, you said everything will work out because it has to work out. What do you mean by this philosophy? Oh shit, Sergio. Hard hitting. Everything will work out because it has to work out. Well, Sergio, everything will work out because it has to work out because every path forward will just continue being the path forward. So you just have to align with the path that comes. Put more succinctly, the world keeps spinning. So whatever happens is the path forward. And you have, I think, not everyone agrees with me on this, some control on that in like decisions you make. but many people say, hey, you have no decisions. It's all predetermined, whatever. But I think I do. You need, even if you believed all things are predetermined, but I think believing or pretending you believe that you have some control helps. And then just going with whatever happens and making the best of it helps. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can think of it through the lens as like some horrible shit happening or some fucking great shit happening. So like if you win $1 million in the lottery, then that's the fucking, that's the path. That's the fucking path forward. You just have to go with it and make the best of winning that $1 million. Or vice versa, if your house gets fucking taken by the government because you didn't pay your mortgage because you lost your job, then that's the fucking path forward. And you make the best of it, you know? What are the circumstances to accept a wedding invite from a fan? I probably wouldn't do it. Honestly, I was supposed to go to a wedding for one of my great friends from college, and I had to bail this week because of work. And I feel fucking horrible about it. So if I can't make one of my friends' weddings, I can't make your wedding. But weddings are tough, dude. Traveling is tough, and it's busy time. If you weren't doing YouTube streaming, what would your dream job be? My dream job? If I get to pick, well, probably being a baker. But outside of that, because I've answered that a lot, I would be the guy who tests out the strains of marijuana, and I would smoke every day. And I would tell them which strains are tight or not. And then I would be the guy who describes the strain. If one of the yard members moved for some reason, who would replace them? I don't think we would replace. I imagine. But if we had to replace, it'd be like Miles. Do you think you make new friends all that often? Yeah. But like usually they're in my field, right? Like someone that I hang out with, or like a new friend that I've made in the past couple of years, like a Sea Dog or like Squeaks or something, you know? Do you consider yourself leftist? I don't know if I give a shit about all that. And I what I find is that people generally try to look at positions you have and then use those positions to place you in a bucket, but they already have a preconceived notion of what they believe about the bucket. So I feel like throwing yourself in a bucket just makes you very one-dimensional. And I'd rather just say the things I believe about a certain thing as opposed to trying to identify with a group who has a general opinion that might be somewhat similar in some areas and might not in some others. And I think most people are not so one-dimensional that they perfectly fall into a bucket. Even if you're fucking MAGA and love Trump, you probably have some individualities that you believe, and I don't think you have to narrow yourself to just being the label. Which is maybe a boring answer, but I think it's also why shit gets fucking divisive. If you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what question would you ask? Pussy, money, or weed? No. One question. Fucking, I don't know. I want some dope shit. Like who killed what's that guy's name? Jack Skellington. No, John F. Kennedy. Who killed JFK? Something like that. Like a whodunit. I don't think I'd want to think bigger. Like I wouldn't want to know the question to an answer. I wouldn't want to know the answer to a question that I will never have to deal with. Like I wouldn't want to know like how long does the human species last? Do we become multiplanetary? Like I wouldn't want to know all that. Or they're alien. Like I wouldn't care about that. $42. It's a book thing. Any advices for staying sane while busy? What do you mean? You're busy. You don't have time to think about whether you're sane or not. If you could pick a superpower, what would you pick? Teleportation is always my go-to. Is everyone on the yard not going to Streamer Awards because Melee? Yeah, they're all going to Genesis. Would you revisit Monkey Ball? Yeah. Besides being short, what's your biggest insecurity? I don't know if I have. I'm not really insecure about much. Shit. Right now, my chest hair. Okay? I'm gonna fucking... For whatever reason, I've started growing chest hair, but like when I say growing chest hair, I mean like, I don't know if you can see it. 3 chest hairs. Can you see? I have like 3. And it's not enough to be called chest hair. But it's also not enough to like shave it. So that's what I'm most insecure about, is my 8 chest hairs that pop up like I'm a fucking 16-year-old. Do you think an improv show with streamers would be a good event? No, I don't think stream viewers allow themselves to be vulnerable enough to enjoy improv. And I think improv is one of the funniest mediums, but the audience, I don't think, one, you can bounce off of, which is a huge part of improv. So it would make it worse. And then 2, I think the audience is not as receptive to improv comedy. I think elements of improv can happen for sure. But like an actual long form improv show would be really tough. What's your gym split? I don't got it. I don't do it like that. I just fucking, sometimes I work out and sometimes I run. And I feel like if I ran the day before, maybe I'll work out the next day. But I just kind of, I just go arbitrarily. I don't have like a fucking thing. Any advice for a first-time Japan traveler? Have fun. Eat a lot of food. And don't be nervous that you don't understand what the fuck everybody's saying. What's the most upset you've been on stream? Dude. There's a lot. There's a lot. I've rage quit before. I don't know. Maybe I can't think. I think it might be Pogo Stuck 2. I think it was Pogo Stuck 2. I don't know if upset's the right word, but it was like fucking, I was like, I did a Pogo Stuck 2. I gift 1,000 subs if I don't beat the game by like Friday. And that Friday, man, I was distraught. I was like genuinely fucking lost. And I was like, I need to beat it. I was like, I was just a lost man. What age do you think you should have your life together at? I don't know. There's not a fucking age for it. You know what I mean? It depends. So you're bringing up have your own place, car, be sustainable, contribute to society. It fucking depends. Who am I to say what the age should be when the person I'm talking to might be the son of a affluent banker who bought them their own car, or might be the child of a fucking, single immigrant family who grew up in poverty. Like getting a car is very different for those two people. So I think it's like, and I think even if you ask old people, I don't know if they fucking feel like they have their life together per se. So I would just shift how you're thinking about this. The answer is today is when you should be working on getting your life together. But that's an ongoing battle you'll always fight, right? Would you start a Goodreads so we can keep track of where you are at in the books? I could do it. I don't know if I'd keep up with it. You know what I mean? Brovis Chibly when? Could think about it. I hope your day's been well. Wait, A-L-O-O. A-L-O-O. Aloo. Is that a thing I don't know? Aloo gobi. It's a North Indian and Pakistani potato. Aloo to you too. Most anticipated game of 2024. I don't know if this counts as a game, but Elden Ring DLC. Do you think Japan is a good family trip? 8 to 12 people. Yeah, not really. I mean, it can be. It depends. It depends what you do. Yes. Yeah. Yes and no. Yeah and no. There's a lot of places in Japan that aren't great for traveling around with a group larger than like 4. So you just have to be conscious about how large your group is, or be okay with splitting up your group. Have you improved your comedy over the years? Slime thinks I'm funnier now that I started streaming. Why can't I enjoy playing video games anymore? Perhaps you are unable to totally distance the enjoyment of the video game from the problems you have in the real world. And when you were younger, you were able to detach more easily and just totally sink in and give 100% focus and effort on the game at hand. And maybe now you feel like maybe you're wasting time, or this isn't as valuable of a escape and whatever. I don't know though. I don't know. It's your life, brother. Nah, that's not it. The games are dog shit then. Have you picked the next YouTubers you're going to review next month? No, I haven't. Could you tell us a bedtime story? I don't know if I have one. How do you come up with your ideas? Fucking yoink and twist. Would you shave your head? Bet again. No. Do you think I can pass my driving test? I failed 4 times. Well, you factually can, Layla. You're capable, right? Like, just as a raw, you know, unless you have some fucking disability that makes driving incredibly hard that I don't know about, just as a human, you are raw capable of doing it. Eventually. How do we apply for YouTube reviews? It's in one of the the community posts. You just scroll down and post it. You upload it. Would you shave your eyebrow again? Probably not. Listen to the song I'm trying to send you. I don't know how you're trying to send it to me, Haziah. I don't. What's the best way to pee while wearing snow pants? I mean, I think taking the snow pants off. When is Matt Pack coming on the yard? No time frame at the moment. Would you dye your hair again? I could be fucked. Have you been to any good music festivals or concerts? No. I'm not really a big concert goer. If I were to go to a concert, I would like to go to Porter Robinson. Why are you bricked up? I'm not bricked up right now. Don't say I'm bricked up. When is the kickflip? I'm going to wait to do the kickflip after the marathon because it fucks up my legs too much. We'll use media share on stream again? Probably. I'm trying to stray away from using too much content that is not mine or that I do not have permission to watch. In media share, I obviously don't have permission from anyone. You know what I mean? So it's like fucking, I just worry about like, and I don't need it, is what I've realized. Like, it is a crutch to react or to use media share, but like I'm looking through my videos. I make fucking good videos without that shit. You know? And I think the videos I've uploaded in the past couple months are some of the best videos I've ever uploaded. So I'd rather just fucking run that. Hey, Lud, instead of movie club, can we do music club and discuss albums? That's not a bad idea. Okay, as we wrap up this Q&A, let's get 4 ideas that we can do a poll on what the final week should be. We could either do music club, where we go over albums. Bear in mind, I'm not the music's busiest music nerd or whatever the fuck. We could do Q&A every month. We could do an actual movie club where we watch a movie and then just talk about the movie. Or we could do games with chat. How would that work? You're saying like we fucking just boot up Jackbox for an hour? It's so. All right, sure. Fuck it. I'll do a poll right now for those 4. For those 4, membership, community. Okay. All right. I fucked up. The goal of the Parasocial Club is to have 4 unique streams every month that only people in the PC have access to. One of the streams was meant to be a movie watch along. That isn't actually possible. For one, that shit illegal as hell. No matter how you slice it. For 2, feels bad to paywall and be paid off some random movie's work. So, with that in mind, what would you like to replace movie watch along with? And then the poll, we have movie review. Talk about a movie we all watched. Game night. Jackbox, Kahoot, etc. Play games for a bit. All right, I'll just actually keep it at that. Fucking music album review. Talk about an album we all listened to. Ask me anything I must answer honestly. Fucking Q&A. Q&A plus secret project updates. I should say updates. Okay. All right. Boom. Add a fifth option, cooking stream. No. Oh, shit. Fuck, dude. No, I fucked up again. That wasn't supposed to be fucking... Damn it. That wasn't supposed to be for fucking everybody. Shit. Oh, now it's fucking... Oh, this is so rich. I didn't do members only, and so now I just did a fucking post that says I fucked up to everybody, and everyone's like, why did you fuck up? Why is it right? This is so much harder to read. How did that even happen? It's so much harder to read. How did this happen? Jeez Louise, man. Okay, I fucked up. Okay. Why? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. There's no way I'm typing it all up again. Okay, fucking shit. Okay. So let's just do this. How about this? Boom. Boom. Can I just do this now? Boom. All right. Now we do a poll. Movie review. We watch a movie before the stream and talk about it. Talk about and discuss. All right. Next one. What do we have? What is it again? Help me out here, chat. Not cooking stream. Game nights. Play some game together like Kahoot or Jackbox. Basketball stream. Yo, that's lit. Music review. Music club. Listen to an album before stream and discuss it. Final one, Q and where's and percent? Where the fuck's the and sign? They moved it. Q&A, I must answer honestly. Plus life or secret project updates, which is what we did today. All right, boom. No, oh my god, I almost did it again. Okay, I'm doing it for all channel members, which is what I said I would do, because I want people who might potentially be part of the Parasocial Club to have a say. All right, boom. Hell yeah. Please listen to my song. And then it's a SoundCloud link to what I can only assume is your song. Stream rough draft. I just want to preface by saying this is like saying, yo, Kwame Brown, can you review my golf putt? You know? Like, I don't know what you're expecting from me, but any validation you're hoping to receive, you shouldn't be trying to receive from me. I don't make music. Why Kwame? Because I'm trying to relate myself to a basketball player. It felt a little bold to go Michael Jordan. I'm probably like Austin Reeves. Nah, I'm probably like fucking... It's a fun song to listen to. I hope that is what you're looking for. I hope I fulfilled your ask. All right, chat. I have to Joe. I got a Joe. It's Jover. Thank you very much for hanging out. I got a Dipset. But please vote in the poll so we can figure it out. And next week, guys, hey, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. You must have watched all of it. We're going to talk about it. I will have a PowerPoint slide ready with my thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. And not just whether it's good or not, but also what I like about it, what I don't like about it, etc. Can you open the rest of the CS2 cases from a week ago? That's good content. I'll hold them for now. For a rainy day. Should we make our own slides? Come with your own opinions. Does reading the manga count? Yeah, you'll probably be able to keep up. All right, y'all. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out today. Sorry about the mix-up with Movie Club. Please vote on what it should be. Let's see what's leading right now, actually, real quick. Ooh, wow, game night. You guys really like the idea of a game night, eh? Really? You'd prefer like fucking 90 minutes playing Jackbox or Kahoot? Interesting. Interesting. I feel like a game night would be fucking mid. Because, like, I can't play with 1,000 people. I can only play with, like, fucking whatever. 90 minutes, scam. Well, I don't know what the expectation is. But, yeah, most of these have been, like, an hour to 2 hours. Like, this is an hour, 12 minutes. I think last... what was the last one? I'll just check right now. Last week's one was an hour 23. But, yeah, it won't be like a 4-hour stream if that's what you're expecting. Because I almost always like to make sure that I do these streams after a regular stream. And I don't have energy for that long. I also feel like it'd get fucking boring as shit if I just played Kahoot for 4 hours. But we'll figure it out, man. We'll let chat vote and we'll bang it out. And maybe the answer is like, hey, we try game night, and then the next week or next month we try fucking music night, whatever. I don't mind a freeform week. But anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. I'll be live tomorrow. I'm hoping to rope Squeaks into doing maybe a 120-star race again. We'll see if he got better. And then we'll I'll see you there, baby. Or I won't. That's all right either way. Watch the stream rewards. That's all that matters. All right, peace, y'all. Have a good one. Goodbye. Goodbye. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Peace. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Have a good one.